Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm a frozen pea. Hello, hello. Come on in. Let's come in and say hello for a few minutes anyway. If I can find us. All right. I can wake the frozen Alexa up.
Chasing coins, because it's a beautiful day. Is it so come on, let's play. You're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
Yes, I'm a frozen pea. It's minus 14 degrees here. Yes, indeed. It's kind of hard to get out of that bed when it's that cold outside. Even though the heat's on, you still feel that cold. So good morning, good morning. I need you guys. Hello, thank you for being here. And I'm going to do some heart brain right now. Just breathing into the heart. Love going in and love going out. So happy you're here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Marietta says, today we are celebrating. Yesterday, we finally got Sweet Dreams out of the boatyard. She is now safely back at our dock at Harbor. Many thanks to all the many angels who have helped us along the way. Marietta, I'm so happy about that. So does that mean that the journey is back on? And you and Ed are going to be out on that boat for a while, I think, was the game plan. So I'd love to hear what y'all are doing. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. How's everybody doing? I know I'm not the only one that's in extreme cold weather right now. So I just want to send some love out to everybody that's in the way of that storm that's happening, that intense winter storm. Catherine, you should have the link in an email. I sent those out about 3 o'clock this morning, I think. So just check your email, honey, because it is there. And everyone who signed up, thank you. Thank you for signing up for the last Angel Circle of the year, which will happen tonight. Can't wait. Good morning, Darlene. Thank you for being with us. All right, I want to read the blog. I wasn't going to since I overslept and was running a little late, but I think it was an important message for all of us, even those of you who were not frozen from the storm. We all have storms, and that's what it was talking about. So let me go ahead and read it. It's not going to take that long to read. It's called Winter and the AAA. I don't know if you saw it, Marietta, but yeah, the AAA has come to mean a lot to me. The quote is from Mehmet Murat Ildan. Oh my gosh, Darlene, good morning. Darlene's in Minnesota, and the last couple of weeks have been brutal, beyond brutal, in the negative 40s. Oh, honey. Yes, thinking of you for sure. All right, so in the start of any new season always carries the energy of a new beginning, an opening of portal energy coming forth to teach us something. Today is the winter solstice, which has a bit of a different vibe as it heralds in the darkest and coldest months of the year. True to form, this actually happened where I am currently in Erie, Colorado. Earlier today, the weather was a gorgeous 50 degrees with bright sunshine and an indescribable color of blue in the sky. I even commented on it this morning to my host, Denise. Later in the afternoon, I participated with my friend Michelle to bring in the energy of the solstice online and again laughed because it was 50 degrees. Feeling tired afterward, I laid down to rest and pulled a light blanket over me. I woke up in a little bit shivering, cold. I reached over to turn on the lamp beside the bed. Nothing. Did I get it unplugged? It was really dark in the room. I picked up my phone to see what time it was, and it was the only visible light. I got up to see what was what and found out that our power was out and the outside temperature had dropped from the beautiful 50 degrees to 4 degrees and no heat. I remember asking Denise a day ago if the power ever goes out here in the intense winter weather, to which she laughed and said, no. Note to self, don't ask questions like that again. Fortunately, the power came back on, and I crawled out from under the 6 blankets on top of me just in time to do the nightly chanting. Thank you, angels. Dear angels, a more perfect metaphor for the winter solstice could not have taken place than my experience today. First, the warmer temperatures outside, reminding us what was left behind as the colder weather approached. It reminds me that we sometimes wish for what was instead of focusing on what is our now, thus missing out on the new. Then there was the darkness. Wintertime brings us dark and sometimes quiet days and nights. Some are uncomfortable with this. For many, it affects the mood in a way that matches the surroundings, dark and low vibrating. Many suffer from depression during the winter months, unable to quiet the chatter in their head, which seems louder in the stillness of wintertime. What a perfect opportunity, though, for us to be still in the quietness and go deeper inside to release and renew. Yet this does require a willingness to just be. Life can be so hectic sometimes, life can be so hectic sometimes, and this was the best thing for me, just as the wintertime can provide that same opportunity to lose distractions and focus on what is important to pay attention to. The quick temperature change is just a reminder that in life, change can come upon us unexpectedly and suddenly. Stay prepared for whatever season is upon us. Dear ones, the winds of change can sometimes be bitter and harsh. With trust and faith, along with common sense preparation, you will make it through the storm. Each season brings its own lessons and blessings to you. While the storms rage on the outside, it's time for you to see what's happening on the inside. Is there some turbulence you can check in on that could use calming? Are there emotions and perhaps beliefs that can be examined? On the physical level, are you safe? This is a time for self-love and self-care, dear ones. Sometimes you get complacent with things as they are and then feel rocked when a change occurs. Always stay in touch with yourself, and if necessary, do a tune-up to prepare you for what might be coming as you enter a new phase of your life, of your earth time. Just as you bring out the warmer clothes to protect you against the bitter cold, also clothe yourself in warmer energy on the inside. Are you saying positive messages to yourself? Are you disposing of the low vibration thoughts and energies that keep you from having the energy to brave the storms of life? You will only be defeated if you allow it. How strong is your will? Trudging through snow and ice can get exhausting and even be life-threatening. But with the right protection, you can make it through to where you need to go. Take a look at your protection, dear ones. Are you putting on your cloaks and armor, or are you left standing in the freezing cold in only a swimsuit? The storms of life are just as powerful as the storms that rage outside. Stay prepared for whatever season is upon you. If you get stranded in the storm, remember the magic of acceptance, aligning, and allowing. Fall back on the knowingness of who you are and the support you have as you live this thing called life. Accept what is, align with source energy, and trust that you live in a benevolent universe where everything is working perfectly in divine order. Dear angels, today I promise to always call on the AAA when storms arise, as that is my armor. AAA is more than just a saying. It's more than just something that we sing about or, a thought. It is our armor. It is what gets us through these storms of life. And this is a heck of a storm, you guys. And Darlene, I really feel for you. I can't even wrap my brain around that. It's hard for me even to wrap my brain around minus 15 degrees, which is what I'm looking at right now. So I love the way the angels can use anything, even when it's something like this that is upon us, these really, really low temperatures that we're dealing with. Oksana, good morning. Oksana says, happy winter solstice. Let's celebrate our light in the darkness. Yesterday, I burned my candles and was reborn with the sun into a new reality. Yeah, Michelle and I did an activation and some teaching about the winter solstice yesterday. I hope that you all were able to watch that. If you didn't see it on the live, I know many of you were on the live, but it's also there to watch on the replay. And what was inspired with the activation and all of us feeling that energy, that shift that came through. I hope you were able to catch at least the meditation part of it. And Darlene says, thank you. It's scary, this cyclone bomb they've created, and that's bearing down on so many of us for Christmas. I was reading that, Darlene, the cyclone bomb, and how it's just really, it's not good. It is not good in any way, shape, or form. And Suzanne says, Darlene, I feel for you. My daughter is in South Dakota with the same temps. She still had to work yesterday, and in the evening, many roads were closed and drivers were stuck in traffic. Fortunately, she is safe, hoping for warmer temps for all. Yeah, I think it's going to last for a few days. This is what I saw in the forecast for us here. And I know, you guys, I don't even, I know I'm not going outside. I'm not. And I told Ruth I might go with her tomorrow. She's going to go do something fun. And we made plans to go out to lunch, but no, I'm saying no. Good morning, Sally. Hello, honey, and Sally and Tony. Good morning, Leo. And Sally says, it looks like we will be closing on our busiest day, Christmas Eve, quite possibly Friday as well. So have the temperatures reached you there, Sally? Like I said, it's minus 15 here. So I can imagine what it's like up in Michigan. Stacy, good morning, sweetie. Oh, all my Floridians coming in here to keep me warm. Hello, hello. And Darlene says they have negative 47 in Tulare, South Dakota, with high winds. It's just so extra brutal. And I work 12-hour days doing delivery. How the heck do you even do that? I can't imagine even stepping outside in this. So, so much love to you, Darlene. We're all wrapping our arms around you to send some warmth your way. And Oksana says, great, I will check it out. I decided to divide my goals and concentrate one at a time for 90 days and do something small like 2 minutes toward it every day. I love that for you, Oksana. And for those of you who might have come in a little late, there's an angel circle tonight, and I changed it to 6:30, so we'd have plenty of time for everybody that's going to be there. If you haven't signed up, I'm going to keep the signups open until noon today, and then they're closed. So whoever signs up by then, that's who will be there to get the messages. And you sign up from the website, angelspeakers.com. The link is there, and just click on it and let me know you're going to be there, and I'll send you the Zoom link because it's not online. It's all private on Zoom. Auntie Jean, good morning. She says we should follow Mother Gaia. The plants and animals withdraw, refresh, and get ready for the busy time of spring. Blue Jean and everyone, the Western grid is up and activated. I'm so happy to let you all know. Oh, Jean, I got to see it last night on chanting, and thank you for doing that. Thank you for having a Western grid for us peas. Suzanne says, we have the opposite. Our storm is coming from the south. Temps are going up to the 50s. 2 days of rain. I'll take it. I guess so. All right, so I pulled a Kuan Yin for us. Oh, Stacy, it's going to be cold in Florida for Christmas. I heard that. Yeah, I heard that it would be. All right, so Kuan Yin says, be guided now. Allow yourself to be guided. The guide cannot take the steps for you. That is your job. But the guide can show you the way. It's up to you if you choose to take it, whether you tread carefully, dance, or run along that sacred pathway towards the loving arms of the Holy Mother. She is always there to help you. Always. And I know this. I have felt that energy so many times in my life when there have been situations and things that look kind of daunting, like I've never been in this extreme weather. but I know she's been there through everything that I've gone through, and she's there for all of us if we reach out and accept it. That's the accept part of the AAA. That is such a guide for all of us for our life. Accept, align, allow. And I love that that the angels really brought that out in the message last night with the blog. I was a little bit surprised. It really did take me by surprise, but I think that's one of my favorite blogs that they've given was the one from last night. And if you haven't read it, I know I read it to you, but sometimes savoring the words as you read something can really make a difference in how it affects you energetically. So I encourage you to go on the website, angelspeakers.com, and look at the blog from last night and just feel the energy. I think there was an energetic alignment that they did just with the words of the blog, and especially what they were saying to us about putting on our armor and being ready, whatever it is. It may not be extreme cold. It might be extreme heat. It might be whatever storm is headed your way, whatever that looks like. Darlene, you just signed up for the circle. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I can't wait to see you tonight on Zoom. I'll send you that link as soon as I'm done here. And thank you for doing that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you go out in that kind of weather. To me, if I walked out in it, I'd be like frozen immediately, head to toe. but I guess you just learned how to deal with it. You learn how to adapt, whatever that looks like. And I don't know, I'm maybe being a wimp, but I just don't see me going out there. I'm freezing even with the heat on. I'm still cold. And I'm going to crawl back under that cover. I'm not going to lie to you. And as soon as we're done here, I'm going to be back under the covers. And I do have things happening today. I do have some clients, but I'm going to be under the cover while I do it. So, okay. Unless it takes a turn and warms up, but I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be this cold through tomorrow. So anyway, how's everybody else doing? Are you handling your storms? We all have storms, whatever it looks like. So I'm hoping that the message that came through is something that you can relate to. It doesn't have to be this extreme, what we have here, but we all have something that comes up that maybe takes us for a surprise, or maybe it's something you've never dealt with before. I've lived in Florida most of my life. I lived in Kentucky before that, where I grew up. And I don't remember us having sub-zero weather in Kentucky. May have, but not something that's in my remembrance anyway. Kathleen says, I think accept is so important. We can't move forward until we accept what is happening and then know that there's always a solution when we align and allow. Absolutely. And as Marietta also teaches us, do it with a smile on our face. No, I wasn't smiling when I woke up and we didn't have heat and it was that cold. But I did smile afterward when I crawled under the covers and was able to be okay. We learn what to do, don't we? We learn to adapt. You know, what I feel for are the outside animals. I feel for the people who are homeless and pray that they've found shelter, because no one can survive being out in this. No one. It's not something the human body is going to be able to do. And I remember last year when I was caught in that blizzard, and you all helped me so much. And Kathleen, I just the other day, I came across the blankets that you sent me, the little, it's the aluminum blankets that you use to keep your body heat in to survive. And I thought about that, and I thought, that would be something that would be great to pass out to people that are homeless. I don't think it would help if it was in this extreme weather, but when it is cold outside, it at least would give them some body heat to be contained. And I want to just thank you, Kathleen, for your thoughtfulness when you sent me that, and just appreciate all of you that are just supporting and loving on me when I have this journey going across the country, and you're right there with me. Thank you for that. Now you are all frozen peas, because wherever I go, you go. So right now you went to -15, okay? And let's see what we got. Oh, Stacy says, come on down, Suzanne. I guarantee you'll be cold too. The humidity makes it worse. It does. The humidity definitely makes the cold feel colder. And Darlene says, we've learned to accept what is thrown at us and face it full on. Must be brutally tough and resilient. Yeah, I agree. You have to be. And Darlene says, oh man, I need those for when I'm stranded in the snow. Suggestion on where I can find a Mylar blanket. They have them on Amazon, which I don't know if they're even able to deliver right now, but they have them in all the sports stores, Darlene. So yeah, you can get them there. Don't like to promote the store, but Walmart does carry them. So yeah, you can find them in the sports section. And good morning, Jennifer Langren. Suzanne says, we learned our lesson. We were 5 days without power during Hurricane Sandy. We bought a generator. Yeah, it's so funny, because when I had asked Denise if the power might go off, she was like, no, that doesn't happen here. So anything is possible, and I'm not going to ask any more questions along that line. I'm just going to accept and go into an intention that everything will be working perfectly. Okay, so I feel like we need some prayers this morning. So how about some prayer requests? And let's definitely, oh my gosh, definitely keep this whole area of the Northwest and wherever that storm is headed across the country, that frigid weather. Let's keep everyone in its path lifted up for safety. And just please don't let any of our animals perish because of this extreme cold. And it was interesting because I picked Denise up, was it Tuesday? Today's Thursday. I picked her up on Tuesday. And as I was driving to go get her, I just kept seeing geese, those Canadian geese flying. And, I'm directionally challenged, but I'm sure they were flying south, because animals know, they know to migrate. They know to get out of the way of harm. But I'm just thinking of all of the wildlife, not just the birds in the air, but deer and everything that's out in the wild. So let's please keep up in our prayers, keep the animals, the people that are in this extreme cold, and just love on them, send warmth of love into their heart. Good morning, Crystal Nobles. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you on, so thank you for being here. You're so welcome, Darlene, and I hope that you can get some of those. And yes, keep them in your car for sure, since you're out in this kind of weather every day. And Jean says, Dee is still very sick. Let's keep her in our prayers. Our darling Deirdre, yeah, she's been through it just like you were, Jean. It took you a couple of weeks to get it out of your system. So let's lift up our little Dee. And Catherine Kovacs praying for the wildlife, the deer, the squirrels. I saw squirrels just a couple of days ago, and I'm just wondering if they found a little cubby hole to hide in, a place for them to stay out of this extreme weather. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Thank you to everybody that came in. It's been a really, really tough time to get up and brave the cold and be on here. I had threatened to do the show from bed, but was all I could do to drag myself out from under those covers this morning. But I did, because I need you. I need this time together. And it just does something energetically when we start our day with love, when we start our day checking in with each other and seeing how everybody's doing. I didn't see Ricky and Josie. I hope they're okay. And some of our other peeps that usually come in with us, just praying for everyone to be safe, everyone to be healthy and happy. And Oksana says, "Dear Teri, you can start telling a new story rather than the old story that you're directionally challenged. If you want, of course, like I am divinely attuned to the nature and all its directions." Thank you. Thank you, Oksana. Yeah, it's been a lifetime story. And if you put me out in the middle of nowhere, I'd probably just wander in circles, because that's just how it, I have just never learned how to have that sense of what's where, and except when I was in Florida and I knew which way the ocean was. It's so interesting that I just kind of could get that and turn to the east, and then I could find the other directions. But out in the desert or out here in the West, it's totally different. It's I guess you learn the different landmarks wherever you are to find that. There's our Ricky and Josie. Good morning. Yes, we're lifting up our Deirdre. She's a little under the weather right now. Okay. Yes, I see you now. I didn't see you before, so thank you for being here. And has your carport been totally torn down yet? I've seen a couple of the pictures, so I didn't know if you were done with it. Oh, you're so right, Blue. I did. I would turn left and end up in another state, because that's just what happens. The carport is down. Oh, good. I'm so glad, you guys. Good morning, Marlene. Here's another Canadian. Marlene, I hope that you're doing okay. I know a couple of nights ago you were at minus 31, so I don't know what that looks like for you right now. And Jennifer, I know we've talked about that before, Jen, how it's like, don't put the two of us in a car together. Even Auntie Jean, you know, we had some moments where we didn't know which way to go, but we made it through with the help of the angels. And that's just what we do when we don't have that sense of to turn left or right. We just check in and follow the guidance. Oh, so you've got more work to do out in the yard. Well, hopefully you can get it done before it gets cold, because I hear you're getting cold there, Josie and Rick. All right, so any prayer requests? Now we're holding up Deirdre, and her beautiful prayer that she always does for us is for all beings everywhere, and for Mother Nature, Mama Gaia, for attention to human trafficking, and to lift up whoever needs that lifting. Yes, we did have the general, but sometimes he even took us astray, Auntie Jean. Oh, Marlene, honey, it's minus 15 right now. And we have the beautiful Darlene on, who is working with minus 47, where she's at in Minnesota. So let's go in and find some warmth in our hearts. What do you say? So take a breath in. And with that breath, just see warm, loving energy coming to you. Just pull on that. Hold it in your heart. See it start like a little flame. Even a match can make a difference in a cold room. So just see your flame that's inside. How big is it burning? How much are you allowing the inner warmth to come to the outside? You don't have to hold it all in. You can let some of it go out to whoever is surrounding you, to go out to those that are on our prayer list, those that are suffering from one form or another, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. So as you breathe in the warmth, it'll feed that flame inside of you. That's your armor. That's your cloak that the angels were talking about for you to put on. So put on your armor right now. Feel the warmth that happens inside of you when you're giving love out to the world, when you're saying those beautiful statements of wishing everyone the very best experience. And let's just right now send love into all the areas affected by this winter storm that's happening, and seeing everyone safe, seeing everything coming to perfection, whatever that looks like. Let's all put our hearts together and send that love out. And I just want to say some of those meta phrases. I talked about this on the activation for the winter solstice yesterday. So just hold these thoughts right now for you, where you are. May I be well. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. May I appreciate the gift of just being alive. May I be comfortable. May I be healthy and strong. May I be merciful. May I be safe from all dangers. May I be free from suffering. And then let's send those thoughts out all over the world, wherever there is life, wherever there's energy on our planet. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. May you be comfortable. May you be healthy and strong. May you be merciful. May you be safe from all dangers. May you be free from suffering. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Hold those thoughts. Let that feed your flame inside of you. Let it come out in a big way to just show loving kindness to everyone and everything on our planet. And let's send that to each other right now. We do that on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so very much. Oh, Jennifer, I hope you have something warm to wrap up in, honey. And I know Floridians usually don't even own a coat, but you might want to look at one for this winter time because it's affecting places that it doesn't normally affect. I'm going to play our Leo so we can dance around and the little doggaroos can get their groove on, the dancy pants and the waggle butts. So let's find the Leos. Where are you, Leo? Are you hiding from me? I guess I gotta search. There it is. All right, y'all have a beautiful day. No matter what's going on outside, it can be beautiful on the inside.
swings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the
thank you,
perfect day
Oksana.
to have a great day.
So it is.
Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever we may be, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, everyone, for coming in this morning, for warming me up on the inside so I can be warm on the outside. I love you. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And those of you in the path of this storm, my heart goes out to you. Do what you have to do to stay warm and have a blessed day. And some of you, I will see tonight at 6:30 Eastern for our last Angel Circle of 2022. And we're going to be heading into a different number soon. So enjoy what is, enjoy the moments, and stay in your heart. Stay blessed. I love you. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.